8 Standards to Determine Whether the Soul is Perfect. Xiefeng. January 9, 2025. The video of a mudslide pausing for 16 seconds to let a van escape deserves repeated viewing. The torrent of debris held back for 16 seconds, allowing the person driving the van to escape the whirlpool of death. Only after the van had safely escaped did the mudslide resume, crashing down with even greater force. This event clearly demonstrates that karma is real, divine power is real, and miracles do happen. Life exists in different levels, and the higher the level of life, the more perfect its soul. Conversely, the lower the level of life, the more flawed or deformed its soul. Higher level life exists in more perfect worlds, while lower level life resides in incomplete ones. A more perfect soul is better equipped to avoid risks and dangers, while a flawed soul is more prone to falling into the mire of risk and encountering hardship and crises. Perfecting one's soul is the most important task of a lifetime. It is a mission thousands, even tens of thousands of times more important than earning money or pursuing power and status. Consider plants. The more developed their roots, the more luxuriantly they grow. Once the roots decay, the plant will neither thrive nor survive, it will wither and die. The soul is the root of life. How, then, can you determine whether your soul is perfect? Below are 8 standards to evaluate the perfection of your soul. Your heart acknowledges the Creator of the universe and life, the greatest Creator, and you revere and worship the greatest Creator. You revere all forms of life, never mistreating or killing life unnecessarily. You revere nature, maintaining an attitude of respect toward all things and the ever-changing phenomena of the universe. You respect gods, Buddhas, celestial beings, and sages. You are never arrogant or disrespectful and always remain humble and modest. You harbor no jealousy, engage in no comparisons, competitions, theft, robbery, or oppression of the weak. Instead, you maintain a heart full of gratitude, cherishing every moment of life. You make no distinctions of superiority or inferiority in your heart. You do not flatter those in power, fawn over the rich, admire the nobles, or despise or look down on the poor. You do not deceive or bully foreigners, harbor hostility toward them, seize others' property, or belittle people of different beliefs, cultures, or races. You refrain from participating in any gambling, complaining, harboring resentment, being irritable, falsifying information, manufacturing illegal drugs, going to extremes, or engaging in violence. You prefer a peaceful, simple life. You value harmonious relationships with neighbors, enjoy the purity of rural surroundings, and appreciate calm, tranquil days when the weather is mild, and the world is at peace. While there are many more indicators of a perfect soul, meeting these 8 standards provides a solid foundation to confirm that your soul is perfect. A perfect soul can avoid risks and unfortunate events. Moreover, if you achieve selflessness, detachment, and freedom from debts, your path to heaven is essentially assured. The secret to realizing self-worth. Xiefeng. February 23, 2025. A lump of cow dung, when placed in a city, whether on the street, in a supermarket, or in an office building, is not only worthless but also unpleasant to people. However, if the same lump of cow dung is taken to the countryside, whether placed in a vegetable field or a garden, it becomes welcomed and valued. This is how it realizes its self-worth. If you give a plow ox to an old farmer, he will be overjoyed. But if you give the same ox to a famous singer, what will she do? She will either give it away or slaughter it for food. The value of the ox can only be realized in the hands of the farmer. Chi Baisher's painting 12 landscape screens was auctioned for 930 million yuan. If I were to bid for it, my highest offer would be 99 yuan. This shows that the value of something depends on the beholder. If you are appreciated, you have value, if you are not, you do not. If Elon Musk were to raise cattle in South Africa, at best, he would be an obscure farmer. But by building rockets and cars in the United States, he became the world's richest person. Now, we can see that the secret to realizing the value of a person or a thing is as follows. Go where you are needed. Go where you are appreciated. Do work you enjoy and excel at, and pursue a career you are passionate about. These are the secrets to discovering and realizing your self-worth. Do not doubt yourself, do not think you are useless, and do not believe you are good for nothing. Nature creates all things with purpose, and everything has its function and value. Humans were created by gods and super-celestial beings, and as long as one is human, one has value. If a person reaches old age without achieving anything, the problem is not that they lack value, but that they have not discovered and applied these 3 secrets to realizing self-worth.